Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. Out at the range today with heavy metal for a very specific reason, and that's this little thing I got in my pocket. Well, I thought I had it in my pocket. It's not in my pocket, it's behind me on the table. It's this little dude right here. Check that out. What in the world is this? This is the Banish 9K, and if it does everything that it's supposed to, that I read on the specs, we're going to have an awesome time at the range here today. But just to squash a bunch of questions, I'm going to sit here and read it from the website and tell you the specs. Dedicated 9mm suppressor with unparalleled strength to weight ratio. I'll talk about how heavy this is in a second. I want to give you the exact numbers. So light that no piston is required. No piston is required. So anything threaded that's the right caliber, you can put this on without the Nielsen device or piston in between this and the barrel. Compatible with centerfire cartridges only. Available as dedicated 1/2 by 28 thread or 13.5 by 1 left-hand thread versions. 8 baffles, 132 decibels at the ear when using 147 grain 9mm. Black and FDE Cerakote options. Lifetime warranty, protects against all manufacturing defects and damages caused by normal use. 9mm 3D printed titanium. Isn't that wild? This entire thing is 3D printed titanium. And like I said, no piston required. 4.1 inches long, 2.7 ounces. It's hard for me to show you how light this is on camera, but this is incredibly light. But just to show you, I've brought out 2 9mm. I'm going to do chronograph stuff, a couple different types of ammo, but this is a palmetto dagger with a threaded barrel. It has that 1/2 by 28 thread pitch. Come on, if I could thread it. Don't cross thread it here. There we go. I carry this one quite often, this palmetto dagger. Just right off the jump, let's hear what we want to hear. I keep this loaded with 147 grain Remingtons. Right off the bat, before we do any of the testing, let's just put some in the dirt and hit some steel here. Let me show you my targets. Let's go 20 yards. First, just a few in the dirt. Much more quiet, and I don't have ear pro in. Let's hit some steel with it. So it ran that whole thing, and I didn't miss a single shot either. How about that? Like I said, this is one I carry quite often. I got my holster right here. I carry this one inside the waistband. Got that Zerotech dot on it. But right there, very first test, does it work? You guys saw there, a little bit spicy. No piston required. Direct threaded it right on. Now I'm going to test several different types of ammo out of this. And then guess what else I brought out? I specifically bought this the other day with the threaded barrel. It has the same thread pitch, high point 9mm, and we're going to suppress that. It has a longer barrel. I don't know, it may make those 147s go supersonic, but at least then we'll know how it happens. But let me load up some more. Get my chronograph turned on real quick. I'm going to chronograph a couple different types of ammo, show you guys. And then we're going to keep testing this Banish 9K can. Hey, so far, just that first test right there puts a smile on my face. I don't have my ear pro in, and those 147s, hey, money. And I didn't even miss one. All right, so first let's get some of these nerdy numbers here. For the high point, and I've got that Banish 9K on there. I've got some 147 grain Remington UMCs in here. Just show you the box here real quick. This says 147 grain, 990 feet per second. Might be a little faster with this longer barrel, but we got to have the numbers. So let's send some through the chronograph, see what happens. Ooh, that is quiet. That is so quiet out of this high point. 882, 913, 956. So there was some variance on that for sure, but it was all subsonic. Now, let me grab this and I'll put it back on my dagger. For the dagger, I'm gonna go ahead and chronograph my carry ammo through it again, just to see how this is gonna run and get the speeds off of my carry ammo. All right, now I've got the 9K on my Palmetto dagger. It's actually the Palmetto dagger compact, if somebody really wants to know. And this is what I keep in it for my carry ammo. Remington Golden Saber bonded 147s. So let's get a quick speed off of this. I'm not gonna rattle off a ton of this because this carry ammo, y'all know, is not the cheapest stuff. Let's get a speed off of this real quick. 1008, so definitely a little bit spicier with that carry stuff. Now, let's just do some more testing and letting some stuff rip. I tell you what, I want to get the 115 grain speeds real quick. So let's try that real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Palmetto dagger again. This is Remington UMC 115. Might as well show you the bucket. The bucket of boo lots of Remington stuff. Now this ought to be a little faster, 115 grain, but let's get some speeds off of it. 1154. And that one had a little jammy jam there, but it's that lighter ammo. That was running. That one's borderline. What's the word I'm looking for? Borderline subsonic, supersonic. Now let's run it out of the high point. I bet the high point runs it like money. Now let's see at the high point what speeds it gets with the 115s. 1270, 1245. Can y'all see me here? 1326. So definitely faster out of this thing. Let's load up. And my goodness, I mean, I don't know how easy it is to tell through the camera. I'll do some next. Here's what I'll do. I'll load up 147s in here, no can, pop, 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 pop. Then I'll load up some with the can, pop, 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 pop. So we'll have the audio side by side to make it easy to hear. Load this up next. All right, now, so here's what I'm gonna do. I got the high point with the Banish 9K on there. I've got 10 in the mag of those Remington 147 UMCs that were 900 some feet a second. I'm gonna put 5 in the dirt, then 5 on steel. Then I'm gonna do the same thing without the can, and I'll edit it a few times together so we can get a big sound to our ear. Now, I just got this thing. I don't know if the sights are on, so if I miss, I'm giving myself an excuse, but here goes 5 in the dirt here quick, and then on steel. That's quiet. Now let me put in with no can. All right, same thing, no can. Now, let me edit that back a few times just so we can hear it back to back and hear the sound. So, I don't know about you, but so far, huge difference to my ears. Hopefully that comes through the audio on the video here, but man, that's crazy how this little light thing can make such a difference in the sound of that 9mm. Even the 115s, it knocks a ton of sound off of those. Man, let's do some more. All right, I kid you not, I was just filming for like 15 minutes thinking the record was playing, and I didn't even hit record. Sometimes I do those silly things, but I'm gonna do it again just so we have the video of it. Now here's what I got in here is I'm gonna do 5 of the 115 grainers and then 5 of the 147s, just so we can hear the difference through this can. If we drop it in there, high point. There we go. All right, is it recording? Yes, it's recording. So 5 115s and then 147s just in the dirt. All right, I might have only had 4 of the 115s, but you can definitely hear the sound difference between those two. That's pretty cool. Now, let me load up some more of the 147s, the more quiet ones. All right, can y'all see? Yeah, that big piece of steel is at 50 yards. I'm gonna send a bunch of these. These iron sights are surprisingly dead on. Let's hit that steel up there with the 147s with the can on there. See what it sounds like. Boom. And that's a whole lot of fun. I kid you not, we're probably gonna deer hunt with this thing this upcoming season, but man, especially out here plinking at the range with that can on there, saves your ears. And if you're like me, my hearing is not great because I didn't protect my ears for many years, so that thing is awesome. All right, now let me practice some more here with that 9K on the Palmetto Dagger here. 147's in here. We need some more practice. Let's load up some more. Oh, is that saving the ears, man? That makes range day and practice just that much more fun. 147s. Let's just do some at 10 yards. 10 yards, but smaller targets here. Y'all see my animal critters here? Go pig. It's a pretty small target. See how good my dot is dialed in too. Boom. Bear. Alien, pig, Bigfoot, can't miss, but you can see how that runs the high point, but it even runs the semi-auto pistola. I'm getting dirty over here. Look at my hands. Even runs that with no Nielsen device or no piston. That's right on the barrel there. Pretty cool. And again, that's 2 ounces and some change, so it's not even changing the weight of that. If you really wanted to, you could probably get a holster made and carry that around with you. Pretty cool. All right, so wrapping all that up, this is the Banish 9K suppressor, 2 ounces and some change. Got it threaded on my Palmetto Dagger, which is a 9mm. Whether you're at the range plinking 9mm with your high point or even deer hunting with this, I kid you not, I'm gonna put a scope on this and do some precision testing. I'm gonna plan on catching a deer with this suppressed with 9mm this hunting season, but worked fantastic on that. Or whether you wanna suppress your 9mm like this, don't need that piston again. Let's put a few in the dirt and a few on steel. It's running that just fine. Direct threading. The thing is so light, you can direct thread it. pretty cool. Stay tuned. I'm gonna do a whole bunch more testing for this on several different things that have threaded barrels and just test it like we should. But man, so far so good. Quick first trip to the range with that Banish 9K can on there. Hey, makes the range day that much more better, and takes the sound out of it. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. But hey, appreciate you watching. Make sure you're subscribed, guys. I got new videos coming every day, tons and tons of new stuff that I'm excited about. Videos coming out real soon. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Hoo-doo.